Happy holidays and welcome to the Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. I'm Chris Fowler inside the Tiburon Theater. We're so proud every year to be able to bring you Heisman Trophy night. The most impactful handoff of the season is just moments away now. And one of these guys will become the 91st Heisman Trophy winner. The four finalists, as chosen by the Heisman balloters, a somewhat surprising group if we're being honest. At the beginning of the season, you might not have Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy in Columbus, Ohio. The playoff is underway on EA Sports College Football, and today with the number 10 seed versus the number 7. It's the Georgia Bulldogs against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Opening round playoff game about to kick off. Great atmosphere here. Let's check with Holly Rowe down on the sidelines.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame. He said that his veteran running back is in prime condition right now to start this game. He's had a great year with over 1,000 yards rushing, and he wants to take the load on his shoulders today and be the guy that carries his team further. This is a really exciting moment right here. They're going to really script early in this series to get him the rock and make sure he can establish the running game. I'll keep you posted on how that's going from down on the field. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Takes the handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. One of the things about this expanded playoff bracket that fans find so attractive. You're going to get numerous collisions between the two dominant conferences in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC.
What a treat it is, Chris, because we know these conferences are the deepest and the best conferences in college football. When we get a matchup like this, it's time to just sit back and enjoy it. What a day. Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
To the air, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 30. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. On the ground, it's Frazier. Tackle made just short of the marker. Looks like it's going to be inches to go.
This guy has been one of the best running backs in the country all year long, and Georgia knows all about great running backs. Herschel Walker, Nick Chubb, Todd Gurley, DeAndre Swift, Sony Michel, Knowshon Moreno. This guy is in that lineage, and we'll see if he can lead them to a championship.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Headed for the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that. Well, we've seen this all year, and leaning on the running back, getting things started on the ground. This is why he's got over 1,000 yards, and today is going to be no different. They've got to establish the run in order to get to the play-action pass later.
Crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, now you look forward to third down, and this offensive coordinator is going to have to dial something up, I think, to a wide receiver on the outside. Where's his one-on-one? Does he have his best player, and what's his matchup? And this quarterback has got to think about throwing the football on time. It's a condensed space. The windows are small. The ball's got to be on time and on target to convert.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And he's not going to get there. Short of the first down. Breaks up fourth.
Chris, Chris, I still think in this spot you go for this on 4th down. I think it's short enough. You believe in your offensive line. I believe that you go for this touchdown right here.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2.
Dropping back, it's Stockton.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. They get him down after the return, but that interception could be enormous.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here.
Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Short gain makes it 2nd and long. That's tough against a defense like this.
They'll try the right here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down short of the marker.
That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
We reach the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm.
Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy in Columbus, Ohio. A playoff matchup between the number 10 seed and the number 7 seed. It's the Georgia Bulldogs against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Great to have Holly Rowe join us reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25.
For no gain, the defense swarming on the first play of the game. You can just feel it. There's always extra juice in the Big Ten and the SEC collide. The SEC, of course, dominating the championship landscape for more than a decade, with the Big Ten flexing now, Joel, 3 years in a row.
Well, Chris, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the title is going to go through one of these two conferences. In order for the Big Ten to get to the mountaintop, they had to go through the SEC, and now it's going to be vice versa. Right now, the Big Ten holds the title, the SEC wants it, and they want it back.
Dropping back, it's Stockton.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
Looking to throw it on first down. Here comes the pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Coming after him. Going to try to use his legs here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
You got to be connected as a defense, and here the secondary does everything they can on this snap. Nowhere to throw the football, they do their job. But up front, this front seven gets outside of their rush lanes, and because of that, there's a gap for the quarterback to scramble, and he stays ahead of the chains. That's a really nice scramble from the quarterback, but clearly this front seven's got to do a better job in their rush lanes.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
He stopped short in that first down marker. He's going to bring up 4th and 3.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start.
To throw, it's Stockton.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down.
He's got room to run. Look out. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. No surprise, the tight end making a play here in this must-win game, Joel. He's been a solid, effective weapon all season.
Well, this guy is such a matchup nightmare in the red zone. That's the exact conversation we had with all these defensive coaches, as they were saying they're going to have to target him and probably double-team him, in particular here in the red zone. He's been so effective getting into the end zone this year. This is where I think they need to double-team him, Chris. Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
This secondary is doing a heck of a job. There's really nowhere to throw that ball, but I got to give a lot of credit to this quarterback because Chris, he just took what he could get and created a positive play out of something that really wasn't there.
Big moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, third down in the red zone. Can they convert?
Out of the gun now on third down.
Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. That's a good start for the Bulldogs quarterback. Of course, in Georgia's history, Joel, quarterbacks have not always been asked to go out and win games single-handedly. But this guy, I think he's more than a game manager.
Chris, I think you're exactly right.
Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Ball handed off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This
intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Dogs. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. Just an enormous play to build this lead. When you can get a defensive touchdown, Joe, in a game like this, your chances of winning just go way up.
And, Chris, the challenge for this quarterback is to regroup as quickly as you possibly can, and you've got to answer the bell, and you're going to be right back on the field. How short is that memory, and how quickly do they go back to the passing game? A decision for the coach, and certainly we're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25.
First play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sayin. The pressure's on.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. The senior makes an excellent catch there and is brought down. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to an end. It's Georgia on top right now. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Jackson. He breaks into the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. An explosive play for this passing game. And now, Joel, they're suddenly set up in the red zone.
Chris, they've got to capitalize on this drive. Now they've got an opportunity. You got to put this ball into the end zone. Remember, as a quarterback, you got to think touchdown, check down. Be aggressive with the football down the field. But if it's not there, check it down and continue to move forward. You got to be safe with this ball, not put it in harm's way. I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
To throw, it's Sayin. Defense is coming after him. I mean, make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 6.
Chris, what do you hear me say all the time in these red zone situations, and more specifically in goal-to-go situations? Don't put the ball in harm's way. It's touchdown, check down, and if the check down's not there, take it yourself. Get what you can get. As a quarterback, you've got to manage the game, and this is a great example of managing this goal-to-go situation.
Gain sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Out of the gun now on third down. He was looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on first and second. He's got to be great in situations, and one of those situations that I think about is third down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on fourth.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry. He's past the marker and still going. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
This O-line is doing work. Doesn't have to be a big gain in the run game to be successful. Here in a short yardage situation, they're able to just hand it off and let the big fellas up front do work. And they're able to pick up that first down. Good job up front.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Pressure is coming. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Quarterback drops back. Just standing there, gets hit again.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football, and thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here comes the rush. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
So second down after the incompletion. And there's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Crucial third down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Moves out of the pocket. Quick throw to his receiver. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You're rolling to your right like that as a right-handed quarterback. I love the idea of trying to take a shot down the field. You can see it really well. You've got the momentum, and you can throw it accurately moving that direction, but they're just unable to connect.
Makes it look easy.
What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
The kind of play this quarterback has been making all season long. We wondered, Joel, with this pressure playoff game, could he continue this level of play?
Well, Chris, it looks like we have our answer. This guy is going to continue to play well, and now the defense, they've got to answer a question. Do we sit back in coverage and allow this guy to pick us apart, or do we get aggressive? I think the only way to slow him down is to get him off of his spot and try to blitz him a little bit. You've got to establish some way to disrupt his rhythm. This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. Back to pass. It's Stockton.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Looking to chuck it again. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, he makes the catch. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36. Well, no surprise on 3rd down. They go to one of the reliable targets, one of the guys he really trusts, a veteran in this situation.
Chris, that's the exact word. On 3rd down as a quarterback, you go to the guys that you trust. And clearly they've established that over their years here. All those off seasons, all those practices, they're paying off here in a big moment on 3rd down. Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Sack makes it 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the move now. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Almost intercepted at the perimeter there. Couldn't make the play, but it brings up 4th down.
What a great job by this pass rush. On 3rd down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's 4th down.
The defense has got it. It's still a live ball.
Man, this is one of my favorite things. You talk about effort for the big guys in the middle, getting the push back into the face of the kicker, and then their hands up, and they're able to get their hands on the football and block this kick.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Hot over the middle. It's Johnson. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, that's exactly what they were looking for this offense. We've talked about the importance of scoring before halftime, and now Joe getting the ball to begin the next half, a real chance to build momentum.
Chris, the opportunity to double up. It's so big in these games. This is exactly why you defer if you win the coin toss, so you can have this chance, and it's icing on the cake if you can get the late 2nd quarter score. Now you can go in at halftime, make the adjustments, and come out with your best stuff in the early 3rd quarter drive.
And he runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Trying to find some room. It's Frazier. They test the middle but get stuck. That one goes nowhere. Now the Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Ohio State will call their 2nd timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. He'll hand it off. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Bulldogs will kick this deep to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the 3rd quarter going. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Solid gain on the play there. Wiped out by the penalty flag. Not the way you want to start a series. Backed up by the holding call. It's going to be 2nd and long. Looking to throw here. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
They're going to run it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
It's Jackson. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
That is a big conversion on third down, in particular in this area of the field. It looked like that defense was going to force a field goal opportunity. Now you're set up with 1st and goal. You got to punch this one into the end zone. Pay off that nice third down conversion.
Check. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. 92 waggle. 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Hey, take it, take it. Go, go.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they go on top here in the second half. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
And they lean on their running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series. When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure.
Using his legs on the scramble.
And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability.
He grabs it inside the 20. The senior with an outstanding grab there.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here comes a throw from the red zone.
The pass rush closing in.
They make the stop, and that's going to bring the third quarter to an end. Ohio State is on top here, Joel.
Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Oh, they trap him for a sack. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Great catch when they desperately needed it. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Look out, he's got space ahead. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
It's a nice run, but at this point in the game, they need to get some chunk plays down the field.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
What a great throw and catch. This quarterback and wide receiver are attacking down the field, and now they're set up in the red zone. As a defense, you've got to force a field goal. If they can do that, it's going to be a huge win for this defense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit. And they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
The quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Offense looking to throw the ball. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, as a quarterback, you'd really love to have that one back. This is third and manageable. You feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on first and second down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on third down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
What a clutch kick by this kicker, icing his veins, and now they lead in this ball game in the fourth quarter. That's a good offensive series, enough execution to put yourself in scoring range, and he buries it. I tell you, that was a great kick.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back's got it again. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front seven. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
To throw, it's Stockton. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joel, can he make a play here to put his team on top?
Well, Chris, I think you put it perfectly there because, again, it's about the short memory. You erase those mistakes made previously in this game, and you think about the execution moving forward, the plays that you could make, the details of what you need to do from this point moving forward. If you're able to do that with that short memory, then you can go have success and come back in this game.
So again, the tight end makes a play. Joel gets him back down in the red zone. Already this guy has one touchdown. Can the defense stop him this time?
Chris, how many times do you and I talk about that it's players over plays, in particular in these situations? I think they'll absolutely go back to their tight end, but because of that, look for the defense to adjust. I would be shocked if there's not a safety over top of that tight end.
And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Ohio State will call their second timeout. The decision to make here. What are they going to do on this second down? And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7. And now the final timeout taken by the Buckeyes. Strategy session before this third down play. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Using his legs, it's Frazier. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring on 4th down.
That's It's a tremendous stop for this defense. Bend but don't break. This has been a long, successful drive for the offense, and as a head coach, you've got to reward that with points. I don't think you go for this in an obvious passing situation. Take the 3 and reward the quality series with points on the scoreboard.
And he's got it, no problem. That will tie it. Looks like we're headed for overtime.
Well, they get the score there, but that's a bit disappointing that they had to settle for a field goal, in particular with this amount of time left. They wanted to go down, put the ball in the end zone, and take the lead. Now in a tie game, the pressure is on this defense. This is a lot of time left. They've got to get a stop.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Here comes the pressure. Quick catch over the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
That's a nice pickup, and I love stopping the clock. Now a couple more of those get you into field goal range.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Goes out of bounds. He gets inside the 35, though.
Chris, I think the best way to defend these drag routes is getting some contact early in this route. You've got to jam this wide receiver, in particular with his original alignment. If he gets a clean release, you're probably going to get that ball completed as an offense. So jam the wide receiver at the line of scrimmage, play some tight man, and force him to really work for that release. What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. To the air. It's Stockton. He'll throw it now. That's reeled in. It's Humphries. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays. The time is winding down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. He's got some space. Look out. Touchdown, Ohio State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, this is something that we see week in and week out. Every one of these defenses and these defenders are becoming more aggressive at the football. You see the punches and the strips. They're trying to get that thing loose. And as soon as it's on the ground, you got the potential for scoop and score. This one's headed back for 6. What a huge play for this defense.
What a special moment for this program, this campus. You get a home playoff game, and you come through. You manage the pressure. Something to celebrate, Joel.
You just can't top these environments, Chris. Being on campus and at home certainly was a huge advantage for this group here today. And now they need to retain the momentum. We talk about it all the time. And these teams that are going to be sitting at home right now, that they have a bye, they don't get the opportunity to establish rhythm. And we'll see if this group can take the momentum created today and potentially get an upset win in the next round.
So the winner advances in the playoff bracket and gets one step closer to a national championship. We'll talk to you next time. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.